Yo, what's going on? It's Fuego here, and today I'm going to be playing a nasty furnace deck here. As you can see, we got some pretty good bait aspects with it, and we're going to be focusing on getting our damage with the Suspicious Bush and the Wall Breakers, man. Two pretty strong bait units, kind of unfortunate timing on the Wall Breakers in the left, but hoping that we can show just how strong this bait deck is in not only the offense, but also the defensive potential of the deck. So we have Royal Delivery, which is not a super popular card, but it's very solid on defense, as I'm sure many of you guys know. And we're going to be bringing that to light as well. So early on in the match, not 100% sure on what our opponent's playing, but yeah, definitely a pretty defensive deck so far. So it could be a little bit difficult getting damage in this matchup. I'm just going to continue to cycle in the back, and a lot of times against these defensive decks, whenever they have cycle cards, this could even be Xbow, honestly, you really need to get value out of your Evos. That's the real way that you win this. So we have one cycle down on our Ghost, two cycles down on our Furnace, so that's pretty nice. Let's just go Ghost the back here, and he has to defend that Suspicious Bush, right? Yeah, forces out a Knight. Perfect, man. We'll take that. This is Xbow? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Xbow here, so I'm going to just split Wall Breakers in the back. It's going to be, the game is going to come down to whether or not we're able to break through. Because if he plays perfect defense and we don't break through, then he's just going to be able to spell cycle us, right? I'm going to go with the defensive Goblin Hut. And we got to start making some moves sooner rather than later. So he goes Evo Archers back. Okay, that's good. Super glad that his Evo Archers are out of hand right now. I think I'm going to go Evo Royal Ghost in the back, and hopefully we can get some damage off of it. Let's see. And all right, time to go for our Evo Furnace. Nice. Okay, so he goes in. I'm gonna actually poison down low just because I really need to make sure that I take out that Evo Archer. Perfect. Okay, the Ghost spawns as well. Yo, peep the Royal Ghost. It went back invisible. Huge. Nice. And it's tanking for the Xbow. Yo, we got Royal Ghost blob on tower. Okay, we're starting to break through. We're starting to get some damage, all because of a misplay on his end. So that's perfect, man. You see how him going for the Xbow actually worked out in our favor, which is exactly the type of punish we want to make with this deck. So we got the Royal Ghost down on the left. I'm going to drop the Bush on the right. And okay, I mean, at least we have a damage lead, right? Like, we can still make this work. Let's start the poison cycle a little bit. Oh, nice. He plays his Xbow right on top of our poison. That's what I'm talking about, man. As long as we don't let this Xbow lock on, we should be okay here. Let's get down our Wall Breakers. He's actually protecting pretty well. I'm going to try and get a delivery down. I don't know if it gets down in time. Please, delivery. Yes, delivery. Let's go. Okay, we're staying alive, man. We are staying alive. I'll give the Xbow a few ticks on tower because we can't defend perfectly with this, unfortunately. But we'll just drop the Furnace one more time here. So Furnace coming down the lane. I'm still looking to get more poisons if I could. And honestly, I think part of the reason Xbow's been a tough matchup for us so far is just the fact that half of our cards are invisible, man. We're running the Bush and the Royal Ghost, so our tanks for the Xbow are basically non-existent, it feels like. Alright, let's get another poison cycle down here. Always taking that poison damage when I can get it, of course. And he's also taking his fireball, so he knows what's going on, man. He's definitely getting his spell cycles in, but that's still okay. I'm telling you, we can break through this. Let's go Furnace the back, maybe bait out a fireball in the opposite lane. That would be pretty cool. And then we can probably just poison one more time. He really has to fireball every time I poison, so I think it's going to end up working out for us. Let's see here. This looks like a good opportunity for a delivery. In the Bush, he has to defend the Bush. Nice. Okay, he goes log, but the Bush still gets damage. That's huge. That's the damage lead right there. Oh, he's starting to get overwhelmed. This is what I'm talking about. We have two Furnaces down in the right lane. I'm going to drop an Evo Royal Ghost as well. Can we continue to break through? That's the question, man. Very nice poison right here, taking out one of the Evo Archers. Do we spam Wall Breakers? I don't think that's the play. Evo Royal Ghost still getting a ton of value there, and this is where the Xbow is coming down. I really want to try my best to not give him fireball value if I can, so that's going to be my main goal here. But killing this Xbow is going to be so difficult, man, especially if he cycles back to another. Let's go delivery down low. Can we get our delivery down in time? It looks like we can. And this is where the madness begins, man. He has a second Xbow. I need to make sure I'm tanking for it at all costs. I'm going to actually poison the ground here, I think, is a decent play. We just need to make sure we don't let this Xbow lock on. Please, get down the delivery. He's fireballing. This is actually insane that we're somehow defending right now. Okay, how do we want to play this? I think we need a poison cycle. Wait, can he out-cycle here? He's going log on top of the tower. I'm going to just spam it as much as possible. We need to get back to a second delivery, please. Does he? No, I think his log gets down in time. Wait, I'm going to poison too? Wait, log doesn't do it. Guys, no way. No way. We get the poison down. And that's good game, man. We beat Xbow for the first match. Let's go. That was such a difficult matchup in terms of just defending and getting down tanks for the Xbow, but we played it properly. We were able to minimize the Xbow damage, and we take home a very nice win right there. In the next match against Meme, and one of my favorite starting plays with this deck is Royal Ghost the back. Unfortunately, opponent does go with the Skeleton Barrel off rip, so we're going to have to mix things up. Okay, this is neat. So our opponent has the Goblin Barrel, and obviously we're not running like a log or a barb barrel in our deck. However, we are able to still defend it pretty nicely with our delivery. As long as we're on top of our timings, we can get the delivery to full counter it pretty easily. So I'm going to take this poison damage. Always got to take the damage where you can get it. And this is looking like bait versus bait right now, which is honestly a little bit scary. I think I'm even going to go defensive wall breakers just to minimize the damage that I'm taking early on. So looking pretty nice start here overall. And okay, I see, this is what I'm talking about. That was a delayed delivery, and his goblins are going to get hit. So like I stuttered on my reaction time there, and he got good damage because of it. So that's something I'm going to try and minimize, but we still do have the damage lead, so I think this is still fine and dandy. Let's pressure with our... Okay, so kind of the main thing I'm wondering right now is what is our opponent's spells, and does he have any? There's a chance a lot of bait decks these days don't even run any spells, so that's kind of my main goal, is figuring out what Meme is running here. So, okay, he goes for the goblins still. I don't know, maybe I just have dementia, but I don't feel like I've seen him play a spell yet. Let's try and defend these goblins as best as possible, but once again, without the small spell in hand, it's not going to be super easy. So our opponent has gotten some pretty nice damage early on, but I have a feeling as we head into double and triple, this matchup's going to get a lot better for us. The more furnaces we have down on the board, it's going to be very nice for us because he hasn't showed us a big spell in terms of like a fireball or poison or anything of the sort. So let's see, we got the furnace coming down, taking out everything, nothing too concerning there. And I really do need to use my Evil Royal Ghost wisely here. That could be a nice way of breaking through if our opponent isn't careful. Okay, so E-Spirit's out. I'm going to go Bush again because I'm still not certain what this guy has in terms of spells. Yeah, okay, he has 3 Spirits now that I think about it. So his cycle's super fast, which means I need to be on top of my defenses here. Let's go with the Evo Furnace, help take out that Skeleton Barrel. I really want to try and save my delivery, of course, for the Goblin Barrel. Nice, okay, Furnace does a good job, and look at that, he just has to spam Spirits every defense. If we just keep up the pressure here, maybe even go Poison? Yeah, look at this, we have 2 invisible cards. What is he supposed to do with all these? He doesn't have any spells. Okay, Evil Royal Ghost is dropping. Can we get another splash? Yes, we can. Evo Furnace as well, and look at the pressure of this deck, man. That's like half his tower in one push. We have too many invisible cards for him to stop. It's actually nutty. All right, let's take a Poison here. Oh, maybe a little bit aggressive on the Poison. I'm going to have to delivery on defense now. Let's go delivery right about now. Okay, good delivery timing, but we do need to defend his barrel as well. But he's already down to 200 HP. Yo, look at this. Royal Ghost is making its way to the tower as well. I'm going to drop a Bush just because it's pretty annoying for him. But at this point, we could Poison Cycle. Okay, I want to wait till 10 until I go for my Poison Cycle. We'll drop it now. And as long as we defend, we should be okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hover my delivery until he plays his barrel. There it is. And now we can go Ghost for the Skeleton Barrel. And guys, it's clean. All we need to do is get back to 1 more Poison. And guys, look at that. I told you, we had a pretty rough single elixir, but as soon as we got to double and triple, we were able to break through so easily, man. The invisible duo is so strong. In the last match against John, and this time we will be able to show the Royal Ghost off rip. And another nice thing about this deck is the fact that you have the delivery and the Royal Ghost. So both of them can kind of serve as mini tanks, which is pretty cool. Let's just drop our Bush the back. Also, Bush the back is another unique play that just like a lot of people don't know how to respond to, which is kind of funny. It's just like kind of delayed pressure and helps you build up some good momentum. So also a decent play. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try and defend this mini Pekka, and then maybe we even pull back this Valk if I get the timing right. Okay, it will splash the wall breakers, but at least it gets pulled back nonetheless. Can the princess die, please? Yes, yes. Okay, yes, man. Princess dies. That's what I'm talking about. So overall, I feel like this is a decent start. Nobody has really gotten any damage yet, but we do have some good cycles on our Evos, which is about all you can ask for early on. So I will take that. And it looks like our opponent also has the Furnace here. Interesting. Royal Ghost actually takes it out, though, man. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Royal Ghost. You're beautiful. Okay, we have a decent push coming down the lane here. We could even poison, might even be a play. Okay, might be a little bit aggressive, but I am going to take the poison. That's going to be our first damage of the game. And barbarians come down. Okay, I have no idea what this guy is running, but I do see a vision here. I see a vision where we get an Evo Royal Ghost, and it's going to splash all these barbs. Please, Evo. No, okay, kind of walked away, but I think that should be fine still. Yeah, Evo Royal Ghost kind of got decimated. I think it walked towards the wrong barbarian there, but oh well. Let's go Wallbreaker, just kite back that Mini Pekka a little bit. Really not trying to take any risks with that, right? Please kill the Mini Pekka. Okay, I think, yeah, Mini Pekka is going to die and Wallbreaker gets a connection. So already you can see we're just getting incremental bits of damage, just little bit and little bit after chip and chip, and that's working out pretty nicely for us. So let's see, man. Do we drop the Evo Furnace? I think we do. If our opponent has the Evo Furnace, they're still one off. Yeah, okay, they do have Evo Furnace, and it's going to be next cycle. So that already goes to show, man. We're getting to our evolutions quicker, and it's paying off. Let's go poison right here. Oh, no, that's going to miss, isn't it? Please stay. No, okay, Princess does walk out of the poison. A little bit of a misplay on my end. I got a little bit too greedy for the damage, but oh well. Let's go for our bush. It's actually going to die the Princess, I think, probably, which is fine. Still good pressure nonetheless. Let's go Wallbreakers over here. And how does our... Whoa, Giant the back? Is he just sacking all this damage? Are you serious? Okay. Looks like this man just wants to build up a push at this point. I mean, can't really blame him. Let's go Skeletons over on this side. I don't want it to get splashed by the Ice Whiz. And, I mean, like I said, this deck has pretty solid defense. Between the Goblin Hut, the Furnace, and even the eventual Evo Royal Ghost, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, let's take a poison right here, shut down that. He has a little bit of, like, Fireball poison bait with his Princess, Furnace, and Barbarians, but we're still making pretty good work of it. Delivery is going to get us very nice value, killing all these barbs. Evo Royal Ghost as well, and look at that. His whole push just gets shredded. I'm going to go Goblin Hut last second just to keep that Giant off my tower. Really not messing around with that. Let's go Bush to pressure as well. And is he going to zap? No, he goes for the Princess. Okay, I need the Skeletons here. Pull back that Mini Pekka. Royal Ghost as well. All right, nice. As long as we keep the Mini Pekka off our tower, we are fine. We still currently have the damage lead as well, so not too bad. Does he defend the... Oh, he does defend the Wallbreaker. Interesting. All right, I'm going to go with my Evo Furnace to back. If I remember correctly, this guy is not showing us a big spell. And yes, he's pushing right into an Evo Furnace. Guys, mistake number one. Don't push into an Evo Furnace. All right, let's defend this with a Royal Ghost as well. We can get our Royal Delivery down. Mini Pekka does not splash. Okay, he does get some Valk damage. That's fine. And this should be a decent point for us to overwhelm, I think. So let's go with our Bush on the right. We have two Furnaces down. I'm going to pressure Wallbreakers on the left as well. And do I spam an Evo Royal Ghost? Guys, look at this pressure, man. Hopefully we get a Wallbreaker connection. No, we don't get no Wallbreaker connection, but the Bush on the right. Bush on the right, and Evo Royal Ghost drop damage as well. Keep that splashing. Beautiful stuff. And we get some poison damage. And just like that, guys, I told you we would get a ton of damage on that push. That's beautiful. Let's drop our Furnace one more time, just because getting to that Evo Furnace is so impactful, right? Okay, Triple Elixir defense could get a little bit sketchy here, so I'm going to set up with my early Goblin Hut and see what we can make happen. Okay, let's drop this Evo Furnace as well. Evo Furnace is almost like free defense most of the time, so that's pretty cool. And look at this, we're going to have the double Invis brothers on the right lane. That's what I'm talking about, man. As long as we defend right here, get our deliveries down, all that good stuff, we should be fine. Second Giant! Oh no, man, he's got some decent pressure on him, though. Let's go with our second Furnace to match that. And look at that, the Bush is still making its way to the tower. He can't stop the Bush. Okay, he overcommits with the Ice Whiz, but look at the left lane now. I'm going to poison here, and everything is just dying, man. And now he has pressure on the right lane, Evo Royal Ghost, and that's good game, man. I'm telling you, the pressure with this deck is too strong. Between the Invisible Ghost and the Invisible Bush, your opponent just doesn't have answers. But that was a very nice win nonetheless, and that's going to do it all for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.